So on the aftermath of Shakur Stevenson versus Artem episode by Top Rank, they had a cool scene on the episode of boxing pound for pound #1 Terence Crawford giving Shakur Stevenson constructive criticism immediately after the fight. What was so interesting, everything Terence Crawford told Shakur Stevenson, that was exactly what Shakur Stevenson trainer Moses was telling Shakur in the corner. But instead of Shakur listening to Moses, he started arguing and debating him in the corner. Here is exactly what Crawford told Shakur. Check it out.
Trying to cut the rear, I heard Dre say go to the right. I went to the right, he started going left.
I said go to the right.
Bro, one of y'all said go to the right.
And cut him off with your jab. You wasn't jabbing, bro.
Yeah.
You was just following.
I was trying to get him.
Yeah, but you got to jab your way in. Cause them body shots was hurting, boy.
I know I had him at a certain time. I started picking the pace up, but it's like he just kept like.
But you wasn't letting your hands go. You was picking the pace up with your movement.
Yeah.
But your hands wasn't, you know what I mean?
It was a certain time I started throwing, boom, 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 boom. I just started touching the thing.
And then I think in the 8th or 9th he was like, let me start moving.
I was just about to say, just like
he was pump faking like he was trying to do something, but he started the first couple rounds he was sharp.
Yeah.
And that 3rd, 4th, 5th he started like kind of
He was solid though. No cap, he was solid at first. I'm like, damn, he bouncing. He won't stand in one spot. He just keep bouncing.
I said that he was throwing you off with them feints.
Yeah.
That's why I kept telling you feint him back and jab.
I just said, I'm about to just go. I ain't about to sit back and watch this dick.
A wise man once said, you don't learn from talking, you learn from listening. Everything you guys heard Crawford tell Shakur Stevenson immediately after the fight, that's what Moses told Shakur in the corner. Word for word, bar for bar. Moses was telling Shakur, use your jab. Start putting your punches together more when you're walking forward. Cut off the ring. When Shakur came back and said, listen, he's running, Moses told Shakur, well, aim at the chest when you're using your jab and cut off the ring. Also, go to the body. During this entire time, like I said before, Shakur was not listening. He was arguing and too busy trying to debate his own trainer in the corner, when all Moses was doing was give Shakur Stevenson the answers to the test. All Shakur had to do was listen and then execute. If he would have had done that, he would have gotten the stoppage. I don't think Shakur realized. Of course, he already had the blueprint on how to beat Artem. But his trainer Moses was giving him the blueprint on how to knock out Artem, which is something they already worked on. You see, it didn't make sense for Shakur to say, oh, he's running. He keeps running. As if he wasn't the one that told us leading up to the fight Artem was going to be running. Shakur kept saying, bring your track shoes. You going to be the one running. Truth be told, Shakur did keep his word there. But why was Shakur surprised that Artem was boxing smart, utilizing angles and feints? Especially when Shakur, leading up to the fight, he already knew that was going to happen. That's what he worked on in training camp for this fight. However, during the fight, Shakur was acting as if he was surprised Artem was moving. More importantly, he didn't have any answers for Artem movement, which is why Shakur has to start respecting his trainer, Moses, instead of talking back and arguing with him, especially when Moses was seeing the same things Crawford was seeing. I mean, we talking about boxing pound for pound #1, the king, the undisputed king in the sport of boxing, one of the GOATs. Through his lens, he saw the same things Moses was seeing. Crawford told Shakur, you wasn't using your jab, brother. Yeah, you kept walking forward, but you didn't let your hands go. You have to let your hands go if you're going to walk forward. Then Shakur's rebuttal was, Andre Ward told me he was moving to the right. And then when I cut off the ring to the right, he started moving to my left. And that's when Crawford checked him with, you were supposed to use your jab to cut him off, which is word for word, bar for bar. Exactly what Moses was telling Shakur Stevenson in the corner time and time again. One thing for sure, when Crawford says something, you got to listen and pay attention, because Crawford, he has the best killer instinct in the sport of boxing. When he hurts you, you got to go. He's not going to let you survive at all. Two things for certain. Shakur has to respect his trainers, especially Moses, the same exact way he respects Crawford. At the end of the day, you have to respect your trainers instead of arguing with them. Now, I know why Shakur did what he did. Previously, Shakur Stevenson, when he fought Edwin De Los Santos, his trainer, Moses, was telling him in the corner to let his hands go, especially the left hand to the head and to the body. So perhaps Shakur didn't want Moses to make him look bad yet again. Shakur probably had a déjà vu moment thinking that Moses was making him look bad when he wasn't. What Shakur needs to do is take a page out of Floyd Mayweather's book. Floyd Mayweather said, with experience, Floyd Mayweather learned, when you're in the corner, obviously the camera is on you 24/7. All eyes on you. Due to that, what Floyd Mayweather would do if he want to say something to the trainer without letting the public know, he will whisper something to the trainer. And likewise for the trainer. That's what Floyd Mayweather had to do. He made an adjustment during his career so the public won't know what time it is. Perhaps that's what Shakur needs to implement in his corner. He needs to tell his trainers that. They got to tell him something that's going to perhaps make him look bad, then whisper that to him. But Moses, for example, he was just telling Shakur, use your jab. However, Shakur took that the wrong way, like he was doing something wrong, which he was making that mistake. But like I said before, I think Shakur had a déjà vu moment more so than anything. All the way back to the Edwin De Los Santos fight. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
No. I faced people from all walks of life and beat them all.
Right.
Say that. That's better. Not just Mexican.
No, I get you, but
I beat everybody.
My question is, what makes the Mexican fighter that tough fighter that you face? And that tank.
Marcos Maidana was tough.
Yeah.
He wasn't Mexican. Manny Pacquiao was a tough competitor. He wasn't Mexican. So it's not that. You know, a lot of times us fighters can make things rough on ourselves. So, you know, right. This was going on. If Tank is out there fighting, if they give Tank some advice, and he go out there, and he's doing what they telling him, but it's not working. As a fighter, he has to come back and tell them, yo, this is not working. Whereas a fighter just come back and a fighter don't say nothing. Whereas with me, I'm going to come back, and a lot of times I may not say nothing because I know my trainers got the microphones on. So when I come back, I don't say something a lot of times. I just go out there and do what I have to do with so much experience that I have, you know, over the years.